Good morning. So it is Monday, August 9th. I dictated about 1,800 words this morning in like an hour. So I was on it, on it this morning. I've got some home stuff that I need to do that I am about to go do because I need to get it done like earlier in the day than later. So I'm going to be focused on that. Yeah, that's where I am. When I get back this afternoon, I have a to-do list. I'm gonna tackle my to-do list. I am for real going to do some planning for my marketing. Beyond just saying, well, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and this. No, I'm gonna actually plan it. And I am going to finish that chapter and edit it and everything so that that's done. And then I also need to take some time to schedule some backlist posts. And so that is what is on my schedule today. Let's see how well I actually get it done. It's Tuesday morning. I've done my physical therapy. I have pulled up weeds in the garden and watered the garden. I've showered. And in this moment right now, I feel like that's all I have in me today. Oh, I feel like that's all I have in me today. But I know it's not. I know it's not. I know I'm not about to sit at this computer. So I am about to have some breakfast, feed my kids, and go do some more school shopping. And this afternoon, Byron and I are going to lift weights. And I was gonna say maybe after that I'll find some energy from somewhere, but I don't know. I just really don't know. So it is exactly 5:30, and I managed to actually make it out of bed. My alarm goes off at 5 a.m. and I have got to get myself acclimated to getting up at this time because the kids are about to go to school after not having gone since March of 2020. So yeah, I got to get reacclimated to getting up at this time of the day because this is my time to kind of have like an hour of writing time and all of that to myself before the kids get up. Yeah, yeah. It's tough. It's tough getting myself up in the morning. I think I need to make my bedtime earlier. Right now, my bedtime, like when my phone goes grayscale, my do not disturb comes on, like I don't get notifications or anything after that. Right now is 11. I think I'm gonna have to shift that to like 10:30 to make sure that I'm getting enough sleep. But yeah, I'm about to dive into this stock. The 4,000 words that I dictated a couple days ago, I still have not edited those, but I think I am about to. I think I'm about to dictate. I think I'm about to dictate. I think I'm gonna spend. I think I'm gonna spend 30 minutes dictating, and then I'm gonna push pause, and then I am going to go check on my garden, do my physical therapy. You know, I'm gonna give myself a hard stop of like 30 to 45 minutes on there, and then I'm gonna come back to my doc because it's about to be really, really important. Like timing and like staying focused on my task and all of that is about to get real important for me. And I need to start getting myself used to it. So that's where I am today. All already got my coffee, and I'm gonna just get into it. I managed to make myself get out of the bed, so that's the start. That's the start. Um, I need to finish editing all these words, all these dictated words from yesterday, and then I need to write another chapter. But I think I'm coming to the end of this, um, and I'm glad. I'm glad. Like I think I'll be ending in a good place. But you know, like this is a good thing. Like it's not that I like hate the characters or you know I'm sick of these people. Like it's not like that. Like it's not that's not the energy with it. But when I get this feeling like okay, you know, it's time to wrap this up. You know, my brain, like my brain is ready to move forward from you know from this. That's when I know I'm getting towards the end. Like I look for that feeling. I look forward to that feeling. Like that feeling is like that's a comforting feeling because I know that I'm not just imagining it. And this book is longer. It's going to be longer, kind of. I think than I anticipated. I am mid editing that dictated chapter right now, and so all of it isn't over here yet. But I'm at just under 35,000 words. Um, and I think I probably have two more chapters. So I think I'm going to end up under 50. Under 50. I think it's going to end up, it'll be somewhere between 40 and 50. So it's it's a novella, but it's on the long side for a novella. Like I think I'm probably going to end up like just shy of not even having to call it a novella because a novel 55K, you know, I wouldn't call it a novella. Once I hit 55K, I would not be calling it a novella anymore. Honestly, 50, um, but whatever. So, where I am now, Haley's mother is about to give her this journal from Haley the second, and I think that I've got most of like the history and all of that. I think I've got it mostly figured out. I'm having to come to terms with the fact that some things that I've put as one-offs in other titles honestly kind of conflict with this, but I'm not gonna let what I do here be dictated by what I put down as one-offs, especially when it's things that like don't really matter. Um, I'll just fix it later, you know, if it comes to that, or hell, it's fiction. It's fiction and it's mine, and I can change my mind, you know. So not that big of a deal there. I'm telling this to myself because it absolutely feels like a big deal to me, but I'm trying to tell myself that it's not. So this journal that Haley's mom is about to give her, this history that I've weaved in, and someone, one of my friends who's reading this, actually asked, you know, would you consider writing a historical, you know, about the previous Haleys? Um, and honestly, it is something that I've thought about just with the way that all of this is kind of coming together, the way it's weaved in. Um, it, it's kind of interesting. Um, so Haley's mother and grandmother did not want her to go to Blackwood to see about this house. And I always knew that there was some type of scandal involved with that. Like, why do y'all not want her to go see this house? Um, and initially, I thought sex work. I thought that the story they had been told about what the ancestors used to do and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I thought that, okay, maybe that's not real. You know, maybe it was a cover for something else. Um, and through the process of like reading up on what sex work looked like back then, you know, just trying to figure out my timeline, trying to figure out, you know, the real stories and all of that. The pictures really caught my attention. Um, I was really surprised by how detailed and advanced and all of that these pictures from like the 1900s were. Like, I was shocked by it. And that led me down a different path, you know, reading into the photography and, you know, just the history of the printing of pictures and stuff like that. And that led me to, what if it's not sex work at all? Well, not at all. But what if it's not sex work in the sense that I initially thought? But what if this other Haley the second, what if she was like a rebel? You know, because the first Haley was a rebel. Obviously, she escaped slavery. That's rebellious. And so it's like, what if as time went on, you know, this next Haley did this other rebellious thing and started this magazine. And the magazine is just so. I'm gonna leave something for y'all. Instead of telling everything, but the magazine is just way before its time. Um, and I happen to think that it's quite cool. Um, but everyone doesn't. Everyone doesn't. It's kind of a family secret because Haley II, because of the race riot, she ends up leaving what is going to become known as Blackwood. She ends up leaving, and when she leaves, she she doesn't take any of her old life with her except her name. Um, and we find out later why. Like at the end of this chapter, Haley is going to find out why, and it's not because she was scared, or well, it's not only because she was scared, or not even mostly because she was scared. It's because she's heartbroken. Because, as you know, I think I've already told you guys this about the reincarnation and, you know, this idea of finding each other in other lifetimes. Um, this is when Haley is going to find out about the original Ellis Boyd, and she is, and that's where that chapter ends. And then it's going to pick up with a chapter from Ellis's point of view, um, which is the chapter that I need to dictate today. So, yeah, I need to get to work. I've been talking for a long time this morning. I forced myself out of bed, um, so that I could, you know, so that I could get up and go ahead and get into it. So at this point, I gotta go ahead and get into it. so I finished editing that chapter. Um, finished editing the chapter way earlier today. Like I did that, and then I braided Zoe Bug's hair for school next week. And then we went to go talk to some people. We went to go do house stuff. And for any of you guys that are interested in that, I'll probably be doing some house content coming up here soon. Now that everything is pretty, I'm scared to even say that it's certain, but we're we're doing an owner build with Byron, my husband, being our general contractor. So we're not working with a builder, we are building it. Um, which means that every teeny tiny little detail, we're picking all of that. Yeah. Anyway, so I edited that chapter. Um, went and did that, and here now I could, but what I think I'm about to do instead is go do the last of the back to school stuff for the kids. I think I'm about to go do that. And then I've got meet and greet tonight for Zoe, and then after that, later tonight, I've got I've got a podcast, like a live podcast thing for Sister Girls Book Club. So I actually don't know if I'm gonna get back to writing tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get back to writing tonight, but I'm gonna see how this goes. But yeah, I think I'm about to go ahead and do those. I'm about to go ahead and do those errands and stuff because my head ain't in it. So we're done for today. We're done for the day today. Good morning. Um, it's another morning where my alarm went off at 5 a.m. and it took 40 minutes, but I'm here. I'm at my desk um, with my coffee. I force myself, like, get up, get up. So still kind of still working my way back to what I used to do. Um, this was my norm, getting up at 5, getting in some writing time and some quiet time to myself before the kids were up and all of that. Um, and then a pandemic happened, and I'm just completely out of practice with it. But I'm up. I'm up. Um, I would like to finish this book this weekend. I would like to finish this book this weekend. Um, how realistic that is. It's actually pretty realistic. It's pretty realistic. Um, I really think I only have like 2 chapters to go, and 2 chapters over the next 3 days. Typically that's light work. So I guess I better get to it. Okay, I'm back. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this book this weekend. um, I did spend some time kind of writing out what I think the next couple chapters are gonna be. I do think it's still gonna be like 2 chapters, maybe 2.5. But I'm having a really hard time with focus. Like a really hard time with focus. I don't know. Like maybe I just don't know. I don't know. I think part of it is because stuff has been ramping up with like stuff for the house, with this building project, and I am just like I'm thinking about cabinets. Like so I just don't know. I just don't know. I think that instead of trying to force, um, instead of trying to keep the writing going, I think I am about to. I should probably be doing a promo or something because I still haven't figured out like my promo schedule or any of that. So maybe I'll work on that instead of trying to make words happen because they're just not happening. And I think it's because I have too much on my mind. So maybe if I get some of the stuff on my mind off my mind, I'll be able to actually get some work done. So I am just shy of 42,000 words. And I think I have one chapter left. I think I have one chapter left. Whether or not it's gonna get written this weekend, I don't know. Probably so. Probably so. I'm probably gonna finish tomorrow. Um, but I don't know. I really don't know. We will just see. I'm excited about how this has gone. I'm excited about how it is landing. I that hope that anyone who reads it um, loves it, but I just don't know. Once I finish writing it, I'm gonna let it simmer for like at least a day or two, I think, and then um, I'm gonna go back to the top, go back to the beginning, and see if there are any little adjustments or changes that I need or want to make. Um, yeah, that's it. I'm done for the day. I'm about to go. I'm about to go watch Leroy Jethro Gibbs. Bye. So I am pretty sure that I only have one chapter left. Today's Saturday. I don't think I'm gonna get anything done today. I just don't think that that's happening. And I'm not that pressed about it. I'm like, okay. I'll probably write that last chapter tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, early tomorrow morning. Yeah, right now about to get out with these people and do some other stuff. My braids are starting to kind of, I don't know, this is why I didn't want to braid my hair, because I knew I was going to start feeling like they were old real quick. So, anyway, yeah, my betas have had great things to say about, what they've seen so far. So excited about that. Like, that's the energy that you want to get. That's what you want to see. So, yeah, I gotta go. This is what I get for not closing the office door, but I gotta go get ready so they don't leave me. They're not gonna leave me. I'm gonna finish this book today. Good morning. It has actually been a tough few days for me, physically. And I go through these phases with my back injury, and then exacerbated by what I believe is frozen shoulder syndrome. So I've been trying to rehab that, trying to rehab my back, and it's just a lot physically. I'm going to finish this book today. I am going to finish this book today. I've just got this last chapter. I'm pretty clear on what it's, on what it needs. I don't know if I'm going to be writing like an epilogue or anything, but yeah, I don't know about an epilogue or anything. Yesterday I did get a bit of work done. I made a TikTok and a reel. It was really, intended to be a reel because nobody's really checking for me on TikTok because I don't be on there. I probably should be on there more. Like, let me go see what this TikTok has done. I think I had like 10 views or something. But I would see like book aesthetics or whatever, and I was like, I want one. And I had all my pictures and stuff from the shoot, and I was like, oh, that would be a cool way to use my pictures and stuff from the shoot. Oh, I have a whole 81 views on it. So yeah, nobody is checking for me or on TikTok, but I really made it intending, for it to go on the Instagram version of TikTok, to go on Reels. So the Reels is a little better. I've got 1,600 views on the Reel, but that's actually a bit low. Just compared to like some of my other stuff that did not take nearly as much time, by the way, because I made that on my phone and it took, ouch, bent that the wrong way. Anyway, I'm wasting time. I need to get started because it is Sunday morning and it is the day before school starts, and we're about to have a lot going on today. Like, I need to get the girls ready, make sure that all of their stuff for their hygiene routines is in place. If there's any ironing or anything that needs to be done for their little first day of school outfits, make sure that's in place. I've got to think through my schedule because one, it's going to be all the way across town now. So, yeah, lots going on, lots to do, and it would just make this all so much smoother if I get this done. So, I'm about to do it. Sue's alarm didn't go off for the first day of school. So I have not had any of my time like to myself or anything this morning. But I gotta go get kids ready for school. So lucky me. Tomorrow we will do better. We'll figure it out and we'll do better. But for now, let's go get ready for school. So their main thing for lunch is these little pesto sandwich rolls with like pepperoni and provolone, blah 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 blah. Then make sure they have veggies, a little sweet snack, some fruit, all of that. But what I really want to talk about is how these kids have been like for the last year and a half just eating all day at home. I am deathly paranoid that my kids are going to be at school hungry because they are used to eating all day. So I put so much stuff in their lunch boxes. Half of it is probably going to come home. I hope the kids are having a good day. I'm just a tiny bit concerned. Not too bad. From what I could see, it seemed like the mask thing was being taken seriously. We do have a mandate, luckily, but they're doing some stupid stoplight system as if we're not in a hotbed. But it's red. My kids will go to school when it's red, meaning masks are required. And when it's not red, I ain't gonna be able to do it. But anyway, so I did not, my alarm, well, I won't say my alarm did not go off. I forgot to adjust my alarm. Or let me rephrase that. I thought that I had already adjusted my alarm. I had not. So now it's time for me to do all the stuff that I would have done early this morning, starting with, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video and edit so I can go ahead and get this video up to let y'all know I'm done. I'm done with the book. I've gotten several beta responses about it so far, really positive responses, so I'm excited about that. I've got just a couple of people that I'm waiting to hear from, and then after that we are, we're good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and move forward with like my editing and all of that, because my beta responses don't really dictate that part of my process. Not at this point, like not once I'm done. Like if there's anything that needs clarifying or something like that, then yes, I'll make sure that it's clarified, but it's not really going to, it's like the meat of the story is the meat of the story, and so I can move forward with all of that. But I do, want to hear to make sure that there's nothing that is confusing or missing or anything like that. But I've gotten really positive responses to this, so I'm glad. I've got a lot of processes to set in place for this project. It's going to be exclusive on my site before it goes onto Amazon. I'm thinking that I'm going to do like 2 weeks. So gotta see, gotta see what's going to happen with that. I think I'm going to post about the Love Notes audiobook today, because I need to go ahead and put that on Audible, and the other retailers. Yeah, I've got stuff to do. Including setting up my week and my digital planner. I've not talked to you guys about this really yet, but I'm really excited about it. Finally, actually putting this iPad to some use. Let me see. So I've got my. Can y'all see that? I don't know how well y'all can see it, but I've got digital planning set up, and I can use my. I've got the. I got the pencil, and I can, use it, and I actually really, really like this, and so I'm glad to actually be putting this iPad to some use, because I haven't been drawing. I say that, but I have been drawing. I do have this one thing that I drew. I think I'll show it to y'all in the video if I remember. Well, now that I'm saying it, of course I'll remember it in editing, but I'm going to show y'all something that I drew for this project. So excited about that, but I'm going to do my planning out for like my marketing for the rest of all of this. I think I'm probably going to release next Friday. I'm probably going to release on the 27th. Once I talk to my editor and see if she can fit me in. And I see if she can fit me in for, an August 27th release, when today is the 16th. So yeah, I got stuff to do. So let me let this go. I will talk to you guys another time, because we're finished writing the book.